Well, it's about that time of year again. Well, it's a little bit dry, but not too dry. I blew them into a pile and tried to torch them. They seem to be burning well. Better over here than over there. But got to make room for that tree. It hasn't dropped its leaves yet. This one has. That one has. That one has not. You want to go see what's going on with the chickens? Remember we had all them eggs that we hatched last year? Some of them were hatched by a chicken. Some of them were hatched in the incubator. We ended up with a whole bunch of chickens, 24 to be exact. At least 8 of them turned out to be roosters that we hatched. Smoke's going right up my nose. At least 8. We're not positive. There's a couple that are still young enough that we ain't sure. Might be 10. Now mind you, I had 5 hens, and then we bought 5 hens for $2 a piece, and they lay gigantic eggs, and almost one a day. So that's 10 out of 24. 5 were definitely roosters. We already put them in the stew pot. There's at least for sure 3, maybe 5 more. Which means out of all them eggs that we hatched, very few of them turned out to be hens. Isn't that the way it always goes? Let's go out and see them. Check out the dog while we're out there. And it's about that time of year. It's supposed to get down into the upper 30s tonight and tomorrow night, and then a couple of nights in the 40s, but then we're supposed to get down in the low 30s, maybe even below freezing middle of next week. So time for all the tropical plants to go inside. Got several things that need to come in. Got my hanging plants. It's kind of a bummer because that thing there never bloomed last year, and I was really hoping I could leave it out long enough it would at least get started blooming this year. Got those over there. I don't know about the hanging basket. It's been there for 3 years, and it just doesn't have any dirt left. I think it's about time it bit the dust and got redone. But anyway, there they are. They need to go in, so here we go. And poof, they're gone. Got those in. Got those in. Gonna leave that hanging. If my wife wants to save it, she can save it. Got those in. I hang that one out as often as possible, though. It's the best I've ever done with a Christmas cactus. Never had one grow so full and so thick and stay so strong. They always end up dying on me, but for some unknown reason, last year when I brought it in, it never flowered. Here it is, the middle of November. It's been hanging there all summer. Spring, summer, and fall. I bring it in and put it back out when I can. But it just, I don't know, I think bringing it in messes it up somehow. Makes it so it doesn't flower. These guys can just stay out. I've got replacements for both of them. And there's just a bunch of them crammed in that little pot. I need to dump them out. That's what I need to do. Got the wisteria vine. That's what this here is. It's still in the pot, but in the ground too, so it'll survive the winter that way. Got a beautiful rose over there. It's been there for a couple of years. It's a miniature rose. This is a full-size rose, and it's doing really well considering I just put it in the ground like a month and a half ago. And it almost died before I put it in the ground. It's got blossoms coming on. It's got a lot of new greenery. I'm going to trim it back hard this winter and let it come back fresh in the spring. Mulch it good too. If I could keep the armadillos out of it. Now let's go see those chickens. Wait a minute, that's not chickens. That's firewood. Why are we looking at firewood? Well, here's the basement door. Come in here and turn on the light. There's the wood burner. It's going to get down in the 30s tonight. I don't have any wood in here. Got to fix that problem. But first, speaking of problems, we brought in a bunch of that wood that we cut, and we had a little bit of a problem with it. But we got it drying out now. It was in here for a couple of weeks with the fan going and even had the wood burner running a couple of times. I thought it was dry enough to be safe, but boy, as soon as I shut off the fan, I fired up the dehumidifier and got it running, keeping it down to 60%, and then the wood burner makes it even better than that. But we need a pile of wood there. Let's go do that. There we go. Got a pile of wood there. Got a couple pieces over here, what I believe to be blackjack oak. I'm not sure, but it's definitely some kind of oak. And that I'm not sure what it is. It's too light to be oak. Got some pine here in the middle and a bunch of elm limb wood. Mainly just because limb wood's kind of junky and I'd like to burn it up when it's not going to be that cold. It's only supposed to get down to 38 tonight and back up to like 65 tomorrow. So just an over. I'm not sure what happened, but I lost my video there. Anyway, I was telling you about the different kinds of wood and that limb wood there. And I came out here and didn't realize it was dead, showing you I got a few days worth of limb wood to burn up. Nice to get it out of the way early in the season before I start needing the oak, which is right over there. And behind this board here, I got a bunch too. So oak will be coming in next week when it starts to get colder. Now, let's go to those chickens, should we? You guys haven't seen them for a while. Come on, you two, get out of the dog's food. The dog will not like it, you eating her food. Go. Look at that. Thinks she's a rooster or something. Come on, get. There's, I call her Mama Graybutt for obvious reasons. She was the mama of the 4 chicks, raised them herself, and she's got a gray butt. She's the only one with a gray butt. And these guys here, these are the ones that lay the big, giant eggs. That one, this one, and those 3 eating the dog food. That one's one that I'm not sure if it's a rooster or not. I think it's probably a rooster. And there's another one just like it, another gray one around here that might be a rooster. That one's all black. And the white ones, their mother also laid giant eggs. That white one's a rooster, and that white one there is a rooster. Or that white one's a rooster. That one there, I think, is a hen. Look at him, though. He's got a pretty comb and wattle, doesn't he? Look at him. He's going to be the king, I think. And there's that other little one. Now, that one's definitely a rooster with the one that looks like Roy used to look like. But that one over there was the runt, but it's starting to look roosterish. And then finally, there's that black one back there, which may or may not be a rooster. It's still a little early to tell. We got some pretty hens, too. And they're laying some pretty good eggs, so I guess I need to clean up my beer cans. Come out here and drink beer and sit with the chickens, and then I get up, put them away, and forget to pick up my mess. So there's the chickens, and of course, there's the dog, Gilly, eating her supper. Got to tie her up because she will go after the chickens sometimes. Not usually, but every once in a while, and you never know when that's going to be. She definitely goes after them when they get in her food, so they need to, yeah, see? They need to stay away from her food. She don't like that. So I'm going to sit down, have another beer, maybe 2, and watch the chickens, keep them safe. Since an electric fence and 4 traps and everything else hasn't kept her safe. Randy brought a dog over, and it seems to help kill the chickens instead of help keep them safe. So we need to find her a home and get one that will. Unfortunately, them big white dogs that are the best, there they are, going after each other, trying to decide who's the top hen, or top rooster, I mean. Would say top dog, but they ain't dogs. Whenever I let them out, they do that every so often just to decide who's the boss. I think that one white one with the big comb and wattle, I think he's going to be the boss. Thanks for watching. Give us one of these.
I have another dead chicken in a second. That one's not leaving. That's all it does. It just flinches back.
I'm going to have to fix this problem before the dog goes further than a lunge. Thanks again.